Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm the Mystical Intuitive, and today's spec card reading is about what your first impression will be of your future spouse. So for pile 1 we have the Moonstone, for pile 2 we have the Hematite Quartz stone, and for pile 3 we have the Bornite stone. So pick one of these 3 piles and then I'll see you at your reading. Okay, pile 1, the Moonstone. We're looking at what your first impression will be of your future spouse. So let's see. For the people that chose pile 1, what will their first impression be of their future spouse? I'm hearing greedy. They're a bit greedy. I don't know what way. We'll see. Okay, tell me more. What's pile 1's first impression of their future spouse? Just a side note, when you're dating this person or in a relationship, this person likes to hold your hand a lot. So they're very, like, I'm feeling like this energy that they're someone who likes to lead. So they take your hand and they like to lead. And that's maybe also their first impression that they leave on you, that they're kind of someone who's dominant, who leads, right? We have here the Queen of Pentacles. We also have the Moon card. We have the Three of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Oppression card. Okay. I want to get some more cards. What is their first impression of their future spouse? We have here undemanding and divorced. What's their first impression of their future spouse? Assertive, unpredictable, cautious. What's their first impression of their future spouse? Yeah, I'm hearing again, they'll lead you. So it makes me feel for some of you this might be like a first date when you see them. Maybe you met them through a dating app. We have here leave sweet notes. So maybe they're the ones who plans or make suggestions and all that. Okay. So with the Queen of Pentacles, she is very practical, but in a very nurturing way. So I feel like when you first meet your future spouse, they make you very comfortable, very warm. They're very warm, and you feel like they're reliable as well. So you feel at ease with this person. The Queen of Pentacles, she's also very well put together. So this person, it's probably not someone who will wear, just casual clothes. They might wear business clothes or just very nice formal clothes when you meet them. But for instance, if you are at a date, instead of ordering for you, they might make suggestions. Maybe they've been at a restaurant and they might say, oh, this dish or this dish is very nice, or this wine is very nice. So instead of being like a very dominant way instead of being like domineering, they're more like assertive and more cautious with that, assertiveness. And undemanding. It's not like you need to do stuff that they want to do, but it's more like they guide you, right? And I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is also practical. So if you have conversations with them and you might talk about problems or issues, might be the kind of person who empathizes with you by giving you practical solutions, right, to problems. I mean, they'll do it in a sweet way. So they're assertive in a sweet way. That's what I'm getting. And when you look at them, you notice that they put care into their body, right? You know that they're financially stable. They might wear a nice watch, nice clothes, nice bag, nice car. I don't know. They look like they're very financially stable. And there's something, you know, the Queen of Pentacles, she's very hospitable. So yeah, they might help you with getting into a chair, you know, might push the chair backwards for you to sit and then push it forward again, so you sit closer to the table. Like it's that kind of energy. You feel taken care of when you first meet them. Like you don't need to think or worry about something else, because they have got it, right? The Queen of Pentacles, she also can be very sensual because it's still earth energy, it's raw. So they might be also very sensual. They might turn you on, especially with the moon. It might be that you feel like you feel primal hunger for them, like you want them on a deeper subconscious level, and you might see that reflected in their eyes as well, right? You might see that very raw, animalistic need for you in the way that they talk to you, the way that they look at you. Like, you know. But they're very grounded in it. They're not crazy with it. It's not like passion, right? Because there's no, yeah, we have one fire card, the 10 of Wands. But we have here the Queen of Pentacles, so it's rooted, it's grounded. So they keep it in control. It's almost like you notice that they want you, but you see that they're controlling themselves, right? So you feel wanted by this person. This definitely feels to me like a first date energy that I'm picking up. Dinner or something like that. Could be something else, but yeah, you notice that they want to take care of you, that they want to comfort you. They might also be the one who pays here with the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like with the Three of Pentacles, there might be an energy where you kind of put this person a bit on a pedestal. You're very impressed with them. I'm not saying that you think lesser of yourself. It's just that you hold this person in high regard, right? You are impressed by them for sure. And with the Eight of Pentacles, that might be because of the effort that they put into pursuing you, or just maybe you are impressed with their life, the things that they've accomplished, their work as well. And you might have this feeling of, oh, this person feels like home, right? They might make you also, especially if you're a feminine, they might make you feel like very feminine, very soft, very girly, you know. You feel like you can be soft around them. You don't have to have your walls up or be harsh with them. This person eases you. And I definitely feel with the Queen of Pentacles, they give this energy. This is someone that is interested in something serious, right? Puts in effort, especially with the 10 of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles. They might have been divorced before. But even though they're the Queen of Pentacles, they are still like unpredictable still exciting, especially with the moon card. Like you might not know what you can kind of expect from them. The moon is secret, it's hidden things. So maybe they act a bit mysterious, a bit secretive. Maybe they don't always are, you know, straightforward. Maybe they're a bit reserved, a bit more private. With the Three of Swords, you might notice that this person has been hurt before, and they might have talked about a past relationship that didn't work out. It doesn't have to be a marriage, it can be a relationship, but yeah, you sense heartache or grief. I mean, for some of you, you might meet them at work here as well. And I would say if you meet through work, you might see them cautiously coming up to you, right? And talking to you. You notice that they're trying to control themselves. And not be overly flirty or something like that. But with the moon card, you might notice or intuitively feel that, you know, this person wants you. I feel like with the Three of Pentacles, you also notice how well you guys work together. Like you like working with them if you meet them at work. And if it's outside of work, you just notice how compatible you guys are, right? Conversation flows really nicely. They have what you're looking for as well. This person might also praise you a lot, you know. They might be also someone who puts you on a pedestal or regards you in high esteem. I definitely feel like you get the sense here that you can build something more with this person, something serious. And they might be watching you again in admiration here with the Three of Pentacles. They might also express that they have an interest in seeing you seriously, right? So building something serious with you. They might say that. They might give you this impression that they're looking for a relationship, not something casual or something like that, right? Yeah, but you definitely admire their work ethic, their talent, their mind, you know. With the Ten of Wands, you might notice that they're a bit stressed when you meet them. And I have a feeling that they're stressed about you. It's not necessarily nervousness, but they're still stressed. They're trying to impress you. That's why they're putting so much effort here, right? Yeah. Okay, let's get some more cards. What is pile one's first impression of their future spouse? Yeah, I'm hearing this is someone I can build with. Yeah, this person ticks off your boxes. Oh, 10 of Cups, see? You're kind of maybe after the first impression kind of fantasizing about them, and you know, sometimes people do that. They fall pretty fast for people, and you might be fantasizing about the future with them, having kids with them. Yeah, and the Tower also flew on the ground. So you might be very shocked that this person affects you this much. And the Empress also flew on the ground. And the Three of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. So yeah, this is a date for most of you. Maybe a date with someone you work with. I mean, that's not your first impression of them, but maybe your first romantic impression of them, I guess. But with the Two of Swords, I feel like there might be still in the back of your mind this hesitation, right? You might be a bit cautious. Because even though they might look good on paper, you feel like, okay, I don't know this person that well, you know, things are a bit unpredictable at this stage. Yeah, the Tower. So they might have been divorced. They might have an ex-wife here. For some of you, they might even have children. Yeah. Tell me more. What's their first impression of their future spouse? For some of you, this might be a bit long distance. And this might be the first time you're meeting up with them. And I'm picking up on low self-esteem. Interesting. I don't know if it's you or them. Modest. Ah, okay, it might be them. So they might be someone who's like very attractive, but might not think it, right? They might have low self-esteem, or they might be very modest about their looks. You might see themselves making self-depreciation comments or something like that. Love language, quality time. Dominant. Yeah, they're dominant, but in a soft way. Insecure. Yeah, you might pick up some insecurities as well. Toxic. Yeah, they might have had like a toxic past, or you might have had like interactions with toxic people or dated toxic people. And I feel like in the back of your mind, you're kind of like, maybe this is a red flag or this is a red flag, right? Maybe you don't like that they're divorced or something like that. But the insecure card, it could also be that you are maybe insecure about something and they might compliment you on that, right? They might make you feel beautiful here with the Empress card. You might feel celebrated by this person here with the Three of Cups. And they uplift you. I feel like when you're around them, you feel uplifted. You feel better about yourself, right? Ten of Cups, they make you happy. But you still might be still indecisive after meeting them. About them. Okay, well, that's all I have for you, pile 1. I hope it resonated with you. Please comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And of course, if you want a private reading with me, you can always email me. My email's in the description box below. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Okay, pile 2, the Hematite Cornerstone. This is your reading. We're looking at your first impression of your future spouse. So, let's see. For the people that chose pile 2, what's their first impression of their future spouse? Helpful, I'm hearing. Very helpful. Welcoming. I'm also hearing welcoming. Tell me more. What's their first impression of their future spouse? Okay, we have this Sun card. It might be a Leo, or they might be an extrovert, the life of the party. You can't miss them, right? A lot of people notice them. Six of Pentacles is that helpful energy. We also have the Five of Swords, the Strength card, the Queen of Wands, and the Five of Cups. I'm getting some more cards as well. Tell me, what's their first impression of their future spouse for pile 2? I feel like with the Sun, you might meet at a social event. Some social setting, could be a party. Let's see. We have here surprising, okay. We have here doesn't get along with their family. We have here feminine. Goes by their middle name or nickname. Cares what other things of them. Working class. And self-doubt. Sagittarius makes sense and open. Yeah, they might be like very talkative, I feel like. And they're an open book, this person. This person has a tendency to blurt things out. This is not someone mysterious, not someone private, not secretive. They just are very open in a wholesome way. Like, it's like, even though they might have been in pain, they're still dancing, they're still happy, excited. This is the Five of Cups, but it says ecstasy. That's a feeling of euphoria, right? So, that's that Sagittarius energy for sure. You know, they're very optimistic. This is something that you might notice about them. Like, you might be a bit more pessimistic, but they are always the one who sees things from the brighter side, and they might make comments about your pessimistic comments that you shouldn't look at things so negatively or something like that. For some of you, this might be a feminine here with the Queen of Wands and the feminine card here. Yeah, they might talk about that they don't get along with their family. This to me feels like a party. You're at a party, there's drinks, and you just meet someone, you run into someone who's so nice, and you just talk and talk and talk for hours. I see dancing. I mean, it says here ecstasy, and she's dancing. So you might also dance with this person, right? This gives me the vibes of a club or maybe a house party. I don't know. Very attracted to this person, especially with the Queen of Wands and the Strength card. Strength card is a lust. It's kind of your primal urges, right? So it's lust. It can signify lust, especially with the Queen of Pentacles. You might see like lust in their eyes. Could be also you, right? You could be the Queen of Wands. You could be very attracted to them. That could be like type. And you're dancing, you're having fun, you're happy. They make you laugh. They're very funny. And it seems like you just have a very good time with them. They might even buy you drinks. Here with the Six of Pentacles, they might even drop you off home or something like that. This could be what I'm sensing here. This could be like could be a scenario where maybe one of your friends invites you to a party. Could be a female friend, could be a guy friend, and they have a friend that's also at this party, and then you get introduced to them, and you know, you hit off with this person. You might feel like they're a bit self-conscious of what other people think of them as well. They might give you like a sweet nickname right away, right? Especially in friend groups, it's quite common. So yeah, they might give you like a nickname to tease you, I'm hearing, or just to be sweet. With the Five of Swords, that's kind of like ego battles, right? So maybe you guys tease each other a lot. Maybe you guys are playfully in a debate with each other about a topic, right? They're opinionated, you're opinionated, especially with the Sagittarius card. You know, Sagittarius energy is very much, it preaches to people, right? It's very knowledgeable, and it can sometimes be a bit of a dogmatic energy because it is the 9th house, you know, of religion, of spirituality, of higher learning. So maybe they're very opinionated about a subject and you think differently about it, and there is this debate going on. You guys could also maybe hanging out at an arcade, or maybe do some sort of games at a house party, you know, some party games could be as well. You might be trying to win against them. The Five of Swords can also maybe be like mind games. You sense that they're playing mind games on you, but you outsmart them, you outplay them, I feel like, especially with the Queen of Wands. You might be sassy. It could be also their energy where they might be a bit more sassy. I feel like you don't really expect anything after this first meeting. This Five of Swords is this energy of cutting your loss, right? Walking away. So you might not think anything of it, right? You're walking away from this person and you think you might not see them again, but they'll probably, hit you up because this is your future spouse. Especially with the Five of Cups, you might be a bit sad afterwards. Maybe because you want to see them again, maybe because you miss them, maybe you're afraid that you're never going to see them again. With the Five of Swords and the Five of Cups energy, that can also signify a bit like self-sabotage. Maybe you're self-sabotaging, especially here with the self-doubt card, right? You might not feel good enough for this person. It could be that there is like differences in classes, especially with the Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles on the original Rider-Waite is a tradesman, a rich tradesman, and a beggar, right? So maybe you could be like working class, right? And they could be maybe like richer or something like that, and you have some self-doubts about that. But yeah, what you also notice is that they very much want to be the popular person. With the Queen of Wands and the Sun, like they want people to notice them. But yeah, you do see that they're very generous with the Six of Pentacles. You do see that they reciprocate, right? You feel like that it's not just you that finds them attractive. They find you attractive as well. They show interest. Yeah, but they might help you with something. Yeah. Okay, let's get some more cards. You might also notice how confident they are and how attractive they are. Tell me, for the people that chose pile 2, what's their first impression of their future spouse? Oh, I'm seeing like if you are at a fair or a circus or an arcade, I see like that they're winning like a stuffed animal for you. 2 cups. Wow. So it's like you hit it off completely. 3 of Pentacles. 2 of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you shut down. Like the feelings are a bit overwhelming. You start rationalizing the interaction with them. You're like, no. Yeah. You're like, maybe I just imagined this connection with them here with the 2 of Cups. The Star. Yeah, I feel like you might reconnect online afterwards. But yeah, you might think that this person is a bit out of your league or you can't have them. You don't belong together. It's almost like you're not sure. Like part of you thinks that they're into you, but also part of you doesn't. Right? Or you might think that they're not interested in something serious with you. Right? So you're uncertain about this. But with the 2 of Cups, I mean, you feel something for sure. Like this person stands out. Afterwards, you might say stuff like, oh, I met someone that I really clicked with, right? And I'm attracted to. And you notice the mutual interest. This is a card of like also the meaning of the minds and hearts, right? So you feel like you might be similar, you might be very emotionally compatible. And there's also a heart here that's on fire. Maybe they light up your heart again, because I'm seeing an ice heart, like that's melting, right? You might be a bit of an ice queen or ice king. You don't really express emotions, but this is a bit maybe out of your, like this is maybe, like you might be a bit more softer with them usually than you are with other people. But with the Two of Swords, again, I see you, like it's almost like you're blocking yourself off, right? You're kind of avoiding these feelings maybe. The Two of Swords can also be a stalemate, right? So you feel like, okay, I met this amazing person, but are we going to see each other again or something like that? Two of Swords, that's also not having clarity about someone. So maybe you feel like you need more clarity, especially with the Ace of Swords. But yeah, I feel like your intuition that night or day, it's probably at night that you're going to meet them, but your intuition that day is very, it's going off a lot, right? It's just very strong. You get intuitive hits about them. You feel something. Yeah, but with the Star card, I feel like there is hope. There is optimism, you know, actually meeting them. This person might be like your wish come true even. Okay, well, that's all I have for you, pal 2. I hope it resonated with you. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the reading. And if you want a private reading with me, you can always email me. My email is in the description box below. I hope you have an amazing day. Bye-bye. Okay, pile 3, the Bornite stone. This is your reading. We're looking at what your first impression will be of your future spouse. So let's see. Ooh, I'm seeing like an X. Like on a map. X marks the spot. That's a lyric from I believe it's like a getaway car from Taylor Swift. So you might be just stop dating someone else, and this might be the next person that you're dating. It could also be that it's not that you're like a getaway car is that you're getting away from some negative event, right? Something negative. So it doesn't have to be a past relationship. It could be something else. It could be anything. But you feel like you've left behind a negative past. And then X marks the spot. That makes me feel like you wanna, like this person is like, okay, I wanna anchor here. This is the person I like to be with. You set your sights on them. Like immediately when you see them, you notice them. Tell me more about pile 3 and their first impression of their future spouse. Oh, I'm hearing you feel like the stars perfectly aligned. Everything came together for you to meet this person. So you might feel like you were fated to meet this person. You felt like fate was at play here. So maybe the circumstances in which you're meeting is very, you know, fate-like. It might be a bit of like a movie, you know. The Magician. I'm hearing missed chances. So you might have felt like you've blew your chances at love. Maybe it's too late. The Star. Yeah, you feel like the stars are aligned. You feel like you manifested this person. So I feel like this person might be the kind of person that you might fantasize about, you might think about, you might already kind of have an idea of who your future spouse is. It could be because you've been watching tarot readings, it could be through your intuition. I'm hearing luck. So you felt like it was like a 1 in a million chance of meeting this person. It was a luck. Like if you, it's like the butterfly effect, right? If you did one tiny thing differently, you wouldn't have met them. So maybe something went wrong, and it was like, maybe, for example, you missed your flight, and then you meet them at the airport, right? At the flight that you are rescheduled. It's just an example. I'm not saying that you meet at an airport, but yeah, it feels like that. This is the Seven of Wands. And then we have the King of Wands. Okay, so their looks stand out to you. You know, they're very attractive. They're almost a bit hypnotizing to you. Especially I'm hearing, like, if you're someone who finds it hard to be attracted to people, like, you don't come across people very often that you are attracted to, this person is really gonna get you hot and bothered when you meet them. The High Priestess, yeah, your intuition is like, okay, this is the person I've been waiting to meet. So you know. Six of Pentacles. I do feel like you wish that they would interact with you more. With the High Priestess, they might be a bit more reserved. They might not interact with you a lot. This to me feels like seeing someone across the room. Like I'm hearing a conference room, so it could be work. I'm also hearing teleporting, so it could be while you're commuting or something to work or to someone else, like maybe short distance travel, public transportation, maybe at an airport could be. For some of you, you might meet at a dating app and you're like, wow, this person is hot. And you're like, I want this one. But yeah, you feel luck. I'm hearing that that you notice that they're studying you, and that makes you happy. It makes you pleased. You're like, okay, I'm not the only one here that's interested. You're happy that they notice you. I'm seeing them knocking at your door. Like I'm seeing someone knocking at your door. Or maybe you're the one knocking at a door. Maybe you meet in a meeting. Maybe you go to their office. Back room, back door, I'm hearing. Yeah. Backstage for some of you. You might meet them backstage at an event. But the Seven of Wands, there's some sort of obstacle. Like there's something that keeps you two apart. I feel like. But they're also intense. Like you might notice that they have their eyes set on you. I mean, if you notice this cheetah, I mean, he's locked onto what he's looking at, right? This cobra here as well. He's locked onto something. So they might stare at you very intently. Not in a seductive way, not in a flirty way. And you're like, wow, this person is intense. Whew. I feel like maybe you get a bit flushed as well. I'm seeing someone mumbling, stuttering, rosy cheeks. So they might make you a bit nervous because of the stare. They might be a bit intimidating. Yeah, it's giving like very stoic, but in an intense way. Like their face might be stoic, but their eyes are locked on you. That's it. With the Star, they might be very attractive here, especially with the King of Wands and the Star. I mean, yeah. But with the Six of Pentacles, that's crumbs, right? So it's giving, for me, it's like little interaction. Just tiny bit of crumbs here and there, tiny bit of interactions here and there. A look here, a sentence there, right? But they keep watching. Silence, I'm hearing silence. This person is silent. Okay, tell me more. What's their first impression of their future spouse? They wear nice clothes, nice business clothes, maybe a nice car, I'm hearing as well. Tell me, what is their first impression of their future spouse? Oh, I'm also seeing this interaction where both of you are like maybe like maybe like your hair gets stuck on their clothing or something like that, or you get stuck and there's like this awkward moment, and then they help you get untangled or something like that. Like, I'm seeing an interaction like that, desired by a lot of people. Yeah, especially with the Star and the Queen and the King of Wands. You might overhear other people saying how attractive this person is. We have here went to university, so they come up very smart, spiritual. Yeah, you feel that this is a spiritual connection. I definitely feel like you know that this is your future spouse, or this is the person that you've been waiting for. White lies and plays sports. Yeah, especially with the King of Wands, they might seem very athletic. Backpacking. Yeah, they seem like this very outdoorsy type. I'm getting this sense where there's gonna be an interaction where they're trying to make an excuse to be around you for a lot longer, and that's when that's when you kind of realize that this person, even though they've been stoic with you, that they might like you as well, right? Yes, they've been staring at you, but you don't know for sure. But when you notice that they want to be around you a lot, right? Even if they don't interact a lot with you, like intuitively you feel like, why are they making up lies here to be around me? For some of you, I'm hearing school. You might meet at school. Anything else? For pile 3. Let's see. What is their first impression of their future spouse? There's also something where they ask you, like maybe they notice that you have like a cup of drink, maybe coffee or something like that, and they are just about to throw their coffee in the trash, and they're asking you, oh, do you want me to throw yours away as well? It's like those little attentive things where you're like, But again, I feel like you are frustrated because this person doesn't outright say that they like you or show like explicit interest. It's just these tiny little things. Escapist, like, yeah, they might escape a lot, or interactions are brief. You might notice them like daydreaming, doesn't get along with their family, okay? When there are difficult times in a relationship, they won't give up or leave, okay? Aquarius, yeah, that's that stoic energy, right? Aquariuses are, they're exactly the same. If you just look at this pure energy, I mean, if you're Aquarius and you're different than this, it might be because you have different placements as well in your birth chart that make you a bit different. But if you look at Aquarius energy in its pure form, it's all about equality, right? Everyone is equal in their eyes. So they treat everyone the same, right? I've noticed that with some Aquariuses. So they'll treat the cashier kind of the same way as their friend. So sometimes that can come across as a bit aloof, right? I think as an Aquarius, you know, they might have like a Venus in Aquarius. Assertive, modest. Anything more? What's their first impression of their future spouse? Oh. Hindu, okay. Love language, acts of service. See? So it's like these little acts of service that they do for you, you know? Holding the door open, taking out the trash for you. And they don't do that with anyone else, right? They're attentive with you. Authentic. What you see is what you get. Yeah, so they're not like a love bomber. We have generous. That could be that Six of Pentacles energy where they want to help you. Patient. Oh, they're going to be patient with you. They might be a bit softer with you. So it's like these little things where you see that this person is different with you. But yeah, this definitely feels like a little bit more like a slow burn. Okay, anything more? Let's see. What is pile 3's first impression of their future spouse? Queen of Swords. First impression of their future spouse. 3 of Cups. 5 of Pentacles. You might start out as friends. The Hermit. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, you see them as marriage material. But with the Hermit, they might be a bit, you know, withdrawn. I mean, the Hermit can also be like a mentor or a guide. Maybe they're guiding you, they're helping you. They might give off like this energy of like an older, more experienced person that guides you, gives you advice, mentors you in some way. You might notice them that they're kind of spending alone time, you know, they like their solitude. Then you might also notice that they're very wise. This is not someone who's very emotionally expressive. They're very much in control over their emotions. And I feel like with the Queen of Swords, you know, you notice that they're very intelligent and logical, right? So they're also very direct with their communication. This is not someone who is gonna be like very lovey-dovey, like a Romeo or something like that, right? Very direct with their communication. It's like I'm getting the sense from them that they're a bit awkward when it comes to dating or flirting, right? That's not something that they do. And so they show interest in doing these little things for you. But I'm hearing like barriers. You feel like they have barriers up as well. But what I notice is that you're gonna see them in maybe talking to other people within a friend group, and that's when you notice where they're a bit more relaxed, they smile a bit more, and you want them to be that way with you, right? But they're part of your social network. They'll probably you guys will start out as friends for sure. With the 3 of Cups, they could also be someone who knows all the office gossip. If you meet through work or the gossip in the friend group, you guys might gossip a lot about other people. You might be working on projects with them as well, you know, in a team as well. Yeah. I feel like you're gonna sense that this person is lonely, especially with the Five of Pentacles and the Hermit. I feel like you might be as well, so I feel like you guys' core, your soul, your inner world are the same. It's just on the outside you guys might be a bit different in the way that you express yourself, but you guys are the same. With the Five of Pentacles, you might feel like a bit left out. Maybe they're talking to other people, not like with like flirting with other people, not like that, but more so it's like you wish that you could interact with them more. But I'm also hearing you might be also the one who is putting up walls, right? Okay, well, that's all I have for you, pile 3. I hope it resonated with you. Like and subscribe for more videos, and let me know in the comments down below what you think of the video and what it resonated. And of course, if you want a private reading with me, you can always email me. My email is in the description box below. Have a good day. Bye bye.